everyone, Jasper here, and welcome back to a new 1203BARRETT TV episode, and if it's the last one, go and check it out. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about, or doing another versus. Yes, I'm going to be doing another versus. I feel like it's been quite some time since I have done one of these, but if y'all are new to this kind of versus kind of topic, I am going to be, the title on here, I'm going to be going through, when it comes to these, I'm going to be comparing the first movie and the sequel when it comes to certain things, when it comes to these kind of topics, these discussions. And for this case, I'm going to be going back to the 2014 Left Behind with Nicolas Cage and the sequel of the 2023 Rise of the Antichrist. And I'm going to be talking about which one is better of the two. I mean, personally, I like both, but, I like both of them, but which one stands out the most? Now, of course, we're going to be starting with the first one, which is, of course, the Nicolas Cage one, the 2014 one, where, of course, it has a simple plot with Chloe, Ray, Nicolas Cage as Ray, having to be called in because his daughter, Chloe, was coming home to wanting to surprise her dad on his birthday, but he has to go on this flight, and he can't change it. And again, I do like the choice of the cast, though. I really do like the choice of the cast of this in this movie. And again, whenever I think of Nicolas Cage, I can't help but think of Grug from The Croods. Because again, Nicolas Cage does play Grug in The Croods. So, and honestly, I can just hear his voice, though. Grug's voice throughout this, though. But yeah, with Chloe, of course, like I said, wanting to see her dad for his birthday, but he also took off his wedding ring. She notices that her dad has taken off his wedding ring and left it in the car, and she noticed that he was laughing and walking with a flight attendant. And, of course, her thinking, a bit worried about her mom and dad's relationship. And we see her brother, Raimi, and that with her mom as well, which her mom tries to warn Chloe, trying to tell her about the times that are ahead. Right? She tried to tell Chloe of the times ahead, and to be ready for it. And of course, this movie follows of Chloe. We see bits and pieces with Chloe on the ground when the rapture happens, of her trying to find her mom and her brother, which of course vanished in the rapture. And also she meets this famous celebrity, Buck, which he also is on the same plane that Ray is riding. And I really do like these two, Chloe and Buck. They really have something strong in this movie, though. They really do have something strong in this movie. And once again, not really so much in the movie, still kind of early. And when Chloe and Raimi go to the mall, in the blink of an eye, the rapture happens, and of course the world is thrown into chaos and mischief, and people are shoplifting and stuff, which I don't really know why people need to, when it comes to that, just need to think that it's a good time to shoplift or something, right? But yeah, the world has fallen to chaos, has got thrown into chaos, with millions of people vanishing in a blink of an eye. And of course, Chloe worried, because all it remains is that when she was hugging her brother, is all his belongings. And even on the plane as well, people have vanished, and of course they're all panicking and wanting to speak to Ray, which of course, even even the guy that is with him at the driver's seat has also vanished as well. And again, we see some parts of the movie where it's in the plane, and some parts with Chloe on the bottom just trying to figure out and trying to find her mom and dad, with her mom and brother, which of course, with them vanishing, they're the ones that have vanished too, and her wanting to know the meaning and the reasoning of this, which, again, it's the rapture, right? The second coming. And this is what I love about the Left Behind movies, though. It really shows of what it's going to be like, though. Because, again, these are events that are going to happen. These are events that are going to take place. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. It can happen anytime, too. You have to be prepared at any moment. And like I said, though, it is emotional as well, but again, it's good as well. And, of course, you have to feel for Chloe, though, because, again, she's just worried, not knowing what's going on. And, of course, Ray then remembers that their mom, Chloe's mom, warned them about this. Ray and Chloe realized that their mom, or her mom, warned them about these events. And there's a part where I'm not too sure, but you know, when Chloe is going onto the top point of the bridge, and it looks like she's about to jump off, about to jump and kill herself of that's what I thought the first time. Before they finally where Ray and Buck finally reach Chloe and say that she's alright, and of course, Ray just, of course, upset knowing about his son and his wife that are gone. Which, again, that is completely understandable, though. Well, like I said, a lot of good moments, though, in the movie. And now we have the 2023, the sequel. And of course, there's a completely different cast. But this is a sequel to the Nicolas Cage one. And it's last year's Rise of the Antichrist. And, yeah, it pretty much... I do like the cast as well. And also, the guy who replaces Ray, or the guy who plays Ray, but replaces Nicolas Cage, is none other than the professor from The First God's Not Dead. I love his actor, though. He was a really good actor in The God's Not Dead movie, and him playing Ray, you know, being the replacement of Nicolas Cage in the sequel of The Rise of the Antichrist, was a perfect choice. And this movie takes place 6 months after the first movie, the events of the Rapture, when the Rapture happened. This movie, the sequel, takes place 6 months after, and like I said, I'm not really too sure exactly the reasoning of changing the cast, but hey, they did choose some good people, though. I really did like the people that they did find as replacements from the people from the 2014 one. And of course, the plot is simple as well, with Ray looking more and trying to convince once again his daughter Chloe about what her mom was warning them about, and how it was the rapture that happened. And again, a lot of sad moments as well. But again, like I said, these movies really do know how to make them so of how it's going to be like, though. For real, though. They really know how. I got to give credit to the makers. They really know how to put in the effects, though. And again, just a lot of good moments and a good story, too. They really did choose a good story for this movie. Again, I like the first one as well. But I do like how the movie takes place 6 months prior to when the rapture happened in the first movie, when millions of people vanished. And also we have the antagonists, which are, well, what I'm guessing, since, you know, the title is called Rise of the Antichrist, we have these leaders, these world leaders that show themselves that is supposedly the Antichrist. And yeah, they're pretty good antagonists, though. I really do like the antagonists. The guys who played them all the actors did good in this movie. And of course we have Buck, which is doing his own news show. He's covering the news, breaking the news. So it's good to see the people from the first one, though, even though if they are recast, good to see them, though. And like I said, though, I know I said that a lot in this, but I really do mean it, though. There's a lot of good moments, and some parts actually kind of made me like flinch for a moment because I was not expecting it. But hey, movies can do that, though, right? But there's nothing bad about it, though. It just gets you on that moment. And I can go back to a post I found when it came, back then, when the official trailer was out. Where, again, the guy who replaced, which y'all can see it right here, I managed to find, but he did a tweet, when it came to check out the official trailer, and saying that get the tickets now for the movie, right? When it was about to release, you know what I mean? Back last year. He stated, of course, Left Behind, Rise of the Antichrist. The sequel takes place 6 months after the rapture and sets the stage for the 7 years of the tribulation, apocalypse, and the ultimate rise of Christ, aka the rise of the Antichrist. Because again, the 7 months of the tribulation after the rapture, and the Antichrist sowing himself, and like I said, though, a good, just really good sowing, just giving you the look of how it would be, though. Because again, these are based on events that yet to happen, and just showing them of how it would be like, right? And like I said, I gotta give credit to the actual makers of these movies, and I do hope this franchise continues, though, because it's one of my favorite franchises, especially Christian franchises, along with God's Not Dead. Which again, I'm still very excited for the 5th movie in September. But I do hope they do continue the Left Behind movies, because they are definitely one of my all-time favorite franchises. And again, this movie did come out in last year, and yeah, as y'all can see, there are some people that are actually saying that when it comes to this stuff now, I have saying, but I don't personally think that's the case, though. But like I said, if I had to choose which one I like the most, oh, that's gonna be hard. Again, I like both of them. No matter which one I choose, I like both of them. Both of these. I will probably have to say... And again, this is just my opinion as well. And I do respect y'all's opinion too, of which ones y'all would like and not like. Oh, this is going to be hard. Again, no matter what I choose, I still like both of them. But I would probably have to go with maybe the second movie, The Rise of the Antichrist. I'm guessing that's the one I'll have to choose. Again, I like both of them. I love both of them. I love Nicolas Cage's performance in the first one. But I also love how the professor from The First Guy's Not Dead actor managed to do in the sequel. Like I said though, I love both of them, but if I had to choose one, it would probably be the sequel. But I'd like to know what y'all think though. Which one do y'all prefer? The 2014 one or the last year's 2023 one? Let me know in the comments down below. Catch you next one.